Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Frieren. Last time around we had a fatal vulnerability, where basically they came up with a plan. They figured out Frieren's fatal vulnerability, which allowed her and Fern to go in and defeat the Frieren doppelganger. Frieren also had a flashback to talking to Zeria about humanity and their potential and their gaining access to magic due to the work of Flama, and how Zeria was looking at it like, this sucks, I don't want humans to get this magic. Think of all the things humans can do, and Frieren was like, yeah, think of all the things humans can do, you know? So, anywho, that's pretty much where we left off. It was a great fight, and I'm curious to see where we're going now. I assume we're just about to wrap up this test. Is there a third test? I don't remember. I don't remember if they said there was a third test or not. But I kind of hope not, because we don't have that much time, unless we're bleeding this arc into the next season, which would be weird, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we're not going to... Maybe it was just 2 tests. I thought they said it was 3, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's find out. Yeah, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Frieren. Here we go. Some things never change. She is literally like one of the most powerful people in this world and of all time. Still falls for the Mimic. Still falls for the Mimic. It's kind of a dick move to put the Mimic in the treasure room, but you know what? All that's missing is Fern just pulling a Jotaro. Yada yada. I guess for her, because she's a girl, it'd be Dawa, like Jolene, but good grief. Well, they passed. Hurt like hell, but they passed. Good freaking grief, man. Alright. Man, there were so many of them. We didn't even really get to see Fern's, we didn't even really get to see Fern's doppelganger that much. But man, this thing could just keep creating more and more of them. That's so cheap. It's like, man... It's like, no wonder all the heroes couldn't do this. Like, there's too many of them. But they did it. They did it. You know, some broken bones later. I like how, you know, they start to show it getting a little serious. Like, Frieren, you know, she got hit on her arm and there's a bit of an injury there. And it's like, oh man. And then Fern just gets yeeted into a wall. It's like, jeez. Jeez Louise, man. Her staff is gone. She lost her staff. It was destroyed. Oh, boy, oh, boy. But they did it. They did it. Good friggin' grief, man. After a huge Dragon Ball Z battle. And, man, the fact that, you know, it's like, I haven't used that power in 80 years. It's like, that power then that you clearly used on the Demon King. I don't know what's more impressive. The fact that Fern is strong enough to bring out a power that she used against the Demon King, or the fact that Fern tanked that, you know? Like, she tanked that because she was on her feet after that. But I don't know which one is more impressive. Probably the fact that she could tank it, you know? She survived, you know, probably sore, probably very tired, probably with some broken bones, but... And man, Richter and Lavina, they failed, unfortunately. That's so sad. Kana made it. Which, hey, if they need to go to the Northern Lands, then if Lavina needs to go to the Northern Lands, Kana, maybe, assuming Kana passes the third test. There's a third test! We got 2 more episodes this season. Is this going to have to bleed over into next season? Because, like, we all got to go, like, rest up, too, you know? Oh, boy. And then there's Ubel. Crazy Ubel. It's an interesting thing, you know. It also just shows how her copycat ability works, you know. It's like she just imagines it and then it becomes so. If she can imagine it, you know. She just has an incredibly vivid imagination. It doesn't even have to be that vivid, she just has to do it, you know. So it's like, oh, she just imagined cutting cloth and that's how she got through it. Unfortunately, see, the thing is, she did not mean to kill him, you know? That's at least one thing. She didn't mean to kill him, but she didn't mean to kill him. She went a little far, and she said that. It's like, I think I failed as much as I succeeded, you know? Or vice versa, you know? And then, yeah, it's just like, oh, you know, Senza's whole thing is hair. We'll just cut the hair, you know? Just cut her hair, there you go. Got it. Ugh. Her whole thing is hair, just cut through her hair. That's all you have to do. Stop overcomplicating it. It's the same thing when she, you know, gets down there. It's like, oh, do we need to defeat Senza in order to keep going? And Denkin, you know, he starts going off on all these things, and she's just like, no. Just answer the questions. Like, yes. It's like, okay, then I'll go do it. It's like, she has a very simple mind, honestly. Honestly, like, she seems to be more... Like, with what they build up about Virabal, where it's just like, oh, you know, he just gets in and he does the killing, you know, that's all his mind is focused on and stuff. It's like, I think her mind is way more focused on that stuff. It's like, it's just focused on doing what needs to be done, you know? You have to cut her hair. She cut the hair. You have to cut the cloth. She cut the cloth. That one she went a little far. That even she admits that, but oh boy. And then there were just more. Copies. Good grief. Thank goodness there wasn't more than one Frieren, you know? Though I'm assuming I assume it's more of a thing of, like, it doesn't have too many repeats, you know? Like, it only has one doppelganger of one person at a time, so there wouldn't be multiples. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I did like, you know, Richter complaining again. It's just like, oh, you know, if Senza hadn't joined us, you know, we wouldn't have to deal with this. And she's like, you have to deal with adversity and unfairness. Not that this is either of those things. Like, I like she even says, just like, what do you, quit your whining. Shut up. Reading Richter. He failed. He failed, unfortunately for him. Try again in 3 years. Someone, Frieren or Fern, they have to pass, you know? We can't wait here another 3 years, you know? Of course, the second test is going to have to be different now. Because, well, the first test is just, well, you get into this barrier and you fight each other. It's just a battle royale, basically, and catching the Stilla. This one, like, this depended on this dungeon. Like, there's not a Spiegel here anymore. It's gone, so... I don't know. Man, oh man. That freaking power, she's so freaking strong, is ridiculous. Even without her arms. But she fared way better than the Black Knight. I gotta tell you that. You're missing your arms. It's a flesh wound. No, it's not. No, Frieren's got that Jiren thing. She just looks at you and then you get hit. Again, though, what is more impressive? That Fern is strong enough to bring that out, or the fact that Fern can take that hit, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. But man, she kind of got fucked up, though. That's the first time in 26 episodes that she kind of got fucked up. But, oh boy. But they did it. They were able to defeat Frieren. and find the treasure and get caught by a mimic. So do we get to keep the treasure now too? I don't know. How does this work? Do we get to take this stuff with us? I assume. Well, Frieren's gonna try to take something anyway. She's looking for them grimoires, you know. But, but instead she got caught by another a gold mimic too. Good freaking grief. Oh well. Well, that's 2 out of 3 tests, but we've only got 2 episodes left this season, so I kind of get the feeling that we're gonna have to wait till next season to get the 3rd test. But I don't know. Maybe the 3rd test is just a written exam. Who knows? But yeah, it's a bit of a short discussion, I admit, but that's kind of all I got for this one. That is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Frieren reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.